Okay, what is this package management like that? Now, for example, you want to install, a application or a package. What application package? All the names are same only, so not a different one. Okay, install a package in Linux. So how to install it? Okay, install a package or application, or you want to uninstall, right? Install a package or a application, or you want to uninstall it, or you want to update it or upgrade it. Okay, so how to do it? So knowing about that one is very simply say package management only. Simply say package management only. So why I is making noise, but I didn't see anything changes. Okay, so the most package management. So one of the package management is RPM command. RPM. So like this RPM Red Hat. Okay, Red Hat Package Manager. RPM means Red Hat Package Management. It comes with your operating system usually. Package Manager or Manager. Okay. Next, how to install? Yeah, remove, upgrade, verify, query. Like this. These are the commands are there, guys. Whenever you try to install some application, so how the RPM packages are look like. So we'll try to find it from here. Just I will try. If it is there, I will show you. If it is not there, it's difficult to show you. The RPM files. These are look like this one. See, can you see dot RPM, dot RPM, dot RPM? Okay. So first of all, you want to install an application. Okay, you want to install an application. So first of all, how to download that package from the internet. You have to download the package from the internet. So what to do? Download require package from request package or a get package. The extension is dot .rpm package. RPM package. Normally, your package name dot .rpm is one of the thing. Sometimes it has a architecture 32. Okay, architecture 32 or a 64-bit. It is like that. Architecture type is also there. Okay, so architectures is like a 32-bit architectures, specified 32-bit or a x86 or maybe 64. Okay, specific architecture 64-bit application, 64-bit operating system, 64-bit machine. Okay, x86 underscore 64. It's representing that one, or AMD 64. Sometimes it shows no ARCH. Initially, when I started, starting learning, self learning time only, right? So no ARCH means we think it is notch. We call it as notch. No, it is not notch. No architecture. No architecture specified. 32-bit 64 architecture not specified. Remember that one. SRC type packages. It means it is nothing but a source code packages. Original code. SRC means source code packages. ARM packages. So different packages are available. Okay, so that is compulsory. Check it. See, it's a 64 bit. It is 64 bit. What is EL6 and EL7? So when you see a package, so it will sell EL6 or EL7 like that. EL6 means enterprise Linux 6 related. Example, if you have a Red Hat 6 or a CentOS 6, Oracle Enterprise Linux 6, like that. Red Hat means Red Hat Enterprise Linux 6, CentOS 6 or a EL6. EL7. What is a EL7? Enterprise Linux 7. Okay. It means again Red Hat 7, CentOS 7, like that. EL8 is also came. EL8 is also there. Okay, we are not using EL8. Currently, we are not using that. It's not in the syllabus anyway. No problem. Okay, understand. EL6 or EL7 means got it. Of course, anytime is a version number is also there, right? 1 point, 2 point kind of stuff like that. So if you see this PPT also, there is a something is given. This is the package versions. Okay, like this. So any package when you download, so even I have opened this one. See, x64 means 64 bit. No arc means 32 bit 64. Both are allowed. EL7 Enterprise 11 7 is Enterprise 7. Okay, it's a Linux based one. Okay, like this RPM file. Okay, so you have to download a required package or get means it may be in your system. So to get the RPM package, it is look like this one. So different architecture, 32 bit, 64 bit, like that. Guys, remember x86 also represent Intel. This is Intel 64. This is AMD 64. Okay, Intel 64. Okay, Intel 64. Intel 32 bit. Sometimes some packages having for 32 bit i3 86. Intel 32 bit. i586. Intel 32 bit. If you look at like this, that is a 32 bit. This is meaning is Intel 64, AMD 64. Okay, no architecture package, any package. If you see SRC means source code. Okay, next, using RPM we can install the applications. So RPM, IVH, and package name, some package name like that, like you can put a Java 1.7.0, open JDK. It's look like that one. So JDK. Okay, hyphen EL7 dot um, x86 underscore 64 bit I'm downloaded RPM. So what is the meaning of this one is hyphen I means you want to install the package hyphen I for installing the package. V means verbose. Okay, verbose. What is verbose? When it is installing, it is doing something. It shows some text, right? Like this. This is a whole history. Okay, yeah. See this? It's showing some output. Okay, it's showing some output like this. Okay, certain process thing. Whenever usually um, whenever you create, like see, make file system. When you're creating a file system, it's not showing just output successful failure like that. It is not showing. It is showing entire process on the screen. Okay, file system is creating that entire process. display on the screen, right? So that is called a verbose. That is called a verbose. Verbose means what's going on. For example, I'm copying a files, 10 files are copying. Okay, I have a two direct drives are there. I'm copying a files from here to here. Files are copying this. 10 GB files are copying. 1 GB copying, 2 GB copying, 3 GB copying. Okay, 1 GB left to copy. So every time it is giving a details. So that is called a verbose. Means what's going on, it will display verbose. H is print a hash mark as a package at archive is unpacked. Okay, so just hashing purpose only, nothing inside. Is a hash pack purpose. Hashing means it is actually encrypted. It is a package related one. Mark hash marks. Okay, so like this. Main important is hyphen I. Verbose is also not important. Okay, next. To remove it, we need a other command. So I am going to my command line. Uh, yeah, whatever. See, my home people are watching a movie. Pushpa, I'm not doing anything. Just sitting here. And how to get help? Like this. See. So what is I? P means package. G means group. Query verify packages in the group. Hyphen P query verify the package in the file. Hyphen F warning the files all package verification. Hyphen L for list files in the packages. Q for query. It's a basic query part. Configuration file, doc files, license files, state. I for installation. I for installation. H for hash as a package installed. Good with hyphen V. Hyphen E. Hyphen E for uninstall a packages. Hyphen E for uninstalling a packages. Hyphen U upgrade. Hyphen U upgrade. Reinstall, you can use reinstall command also directly. Okay. So what I said for uninstallation, hyphen U upgrade, hyphen E erase or uninstall. Okay, these are the other options we can use it. Hyphen Q for query packages, what is in the package and all kind of stuff you will get it. Currently I don't have any packages is directly not there. It will be there, but okay. So these are the different package commands are there. Yes. Next one is M. Next one is M. Guys, remember. Hmm, Guys, remember when I'm trying to install a package .rpm package. So when I'm using a command called rpm, okay, I'm trying to install a package with a rpm. RPM. One second. Okay, okay. So now the switch off TV. No disturbance. Okay, so package. you are installing. Guys, remember, sorry, yeah, people are completely silent. Silence is violence. Violent. For example, I am trying to install this package. What will happen when I try to install a package? The dependencies should be resolved. A package, the dependencies should be resolved. Okay, it means the prerequisites, meaning is pre prerequisites required packages must installed before or along with package. Understand, guys? When I try to install this one, any prerequisites is required to install before installing this package. How to install it first? For example, this is my package. I want to install it. Maybe there is a package should be installed first. Then only I can install this one. Okay. So I have to install this one before installing this package. Okay. To install this one, I may have to install some package like this. Understand three. One is dependence on other one, other is depends upon another one. So what happened here when I trying to install a package, when I trying to install a package, it may require to install other packages also along with it or before you are installing. So it's called a pre-required packages must be installed before or along with the packages. Okay, so that is one thing you should keep in mind. Next, sometimes it is a single package. If it is a single package, direct installation is there, no problem, no problem. Next one is okay. If no dependencies, no problem. I will tell one by one problem. Next, package must be in your system to install. One more thing is package must be in your system or downloaded in your system. Okay, download in your system. Package must be in system means meaning is copied or downloaded into your system. Then only we can able to install it. Okay, so this is the RPM related things to install or remove the RPM thing. So this is for a erase means like a uninstall type. This is for a update or upgrade. Okay, so hyphen Q for a query. Okay, A all means QA. We have to use QA. Okay, so this is for a RPM usage. It is also RPM actually install your application with a RPM package. Okay, and in generally when you are installing in any applications alone, you cannot may not be installed. Sometimes direct packages can be installed directly, no problem. No dependencies, no problem. Okay, no dependencies, no problem. But when you get a problem, prerequisites are there or dependencies are there, you must install the dependencies, then only we can able to install the application. Package must be in your system or copied or downloaded in your system, because without having this package in your system, You can't do it. Why I'm hesitating here? I don't have a packages in my in my system. If it is a GI mod or I have to connect a CD, I will get it. Okay, I have to connect a CD. Even the most of the things are already installed, connected only. So I have to verify where my CD is there. CD. No, 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 no. LS space slash dev slash yes or something. It is not showing. It is. You have to mount it to something. It's okay. Leave it. Yeah. Still, my mind is not clear, and now everyone is silent. Okay. So, guys, do you understand how to install a package? Yes, sir. Okay. Yes, sir. Otherwise, you can download a package. No problem. So, I'm downloading a package for you. So, like this. But how to copy? Okay. So, like this. This is very simple. Don't worry about it. It's okay. So, this is the command for installation purpose. Next one, guys. Next part is very important. Here it is. It is not that much easy to install a package directly, like use rpm-f, you will get installed. No, it won't work. Okay, most of the time it won't work. Sometimes it won't work. I already told, no dependencies, no problem. If there is a dependencies, you have to install a dependencies. If the dependency having another dependencies, big headache. So what is the solution here? See, look at this is your Linux PC. What I want to do is, what I will do normally, guys, carefully listen, step by step again. In my Linux PC, this is my local Linux. This is my Linux. Okay, I'm not doing anything, any practical, nothing. Okay, first understand this one. I created a folder. I put a name called pack. Okay, I put a name called pack for this folder, and I copy all packages, means softwares, applications, into this package. What I done in Linux, I create a folder. In the folder, in the folder, I put all the applications. You want to see how it is look like? I can show you, but you don't try it. You don't try it. Okay. This is CentOS DVDs there now. So open it. You can usually view from the other places. Okay. Images, live OS packages. See, these are all RPM packages only. Okay. You want to see the big letters, like see this is all are RPMs only. Okay. Can you see all these are all applications, means RPM packages only. Some are 64-bit, some are like a no architecture type is also there. EL7, Enterprise 11, 7 related only. Okay. So this is all the packages are located here. I copied into my location. I copied here. Now there is a few commands. We have to create a library. Okay. So using some commands like a yum repo list, like that, we have to create something. Okay, so then I will create a small library type. Library means simply a database. Okay, related to packages. Exactly, say package library. We'll create a database. Database means it's simply a package library. This is quite easy. Okay, here by running some command, I create a database. Database means which packages are available where it is located. Understand, library means where is the packages are there and which packages are there, what packages are available, and where it is located. Okay, it is located here only. Very simple. Okay, next, in this Linux, in the Linux only, I'm putting these commands. Look at here. Yum. No. Not command. So first of all, and I'll create a file called a pack dot repo. Pack dot repo. This is the repository file. Okay. So what is this? Repository file. Repository file, which is located in your PC only. So I will show you that one. So ls space slash etc slash yum dot repos d CentOS like this is. These are the files in your system. Okay. ls space slash etc yum repos dot d. This is repositories file. What is the content of this file? In this file, I am telling, okay, packages are located here. Okay, I'm telling where the packages are located directly. Where the packages are located in this file. Okay, then I have to do these commands. Yum repo list. So what will happen? What will happen? First, when I put this command, look at this one. When I put this command, it will go to this file. Okay, or these files, all files, if it is available. Okay, it go to this file. Okay, and verify where the file location. Verify where the all packages location. Where the package location. Where the package location, and it will go to package location and download this database. Download the database into my system. Means in the temporarily. Download it in temporary. When you restart your computer, automatically it will gone. So temporarily load this database file into the system. Next, when you want to install some application, what to put? Yum install some package name, right? Like you want to install a Java, C++, or a Python, you want to install it. So yum install the package name you will give it. Then you can able to install it. The repositories, the dependencies automatically resolved because of we have all the packages. Okay, are all the related packages to the application. Second, this database will tell you how to load other packages also. That's why when I installing LVM2, I showed LVM2 plus dependencies also will be installed automatically. You don't need to install yours individually because of the database. Because of the database, this database tell you all the packages available here. Okay, and automatically the dependencies will be resolved. Guys, maybe may not be you don't understand because I'm not teaching how to do this practically. Okay, how to do practically because you are not a Linux administrators. Okay, so that is important. You can do it easily, but I'm not doing it is because it will take a lot of time if you are copying all the packages. Okay, because in the entire your DVD, the most of the size will take care by this packages only. Just you can go to the properties. See, almost 4 GB. 3.8, it means almost 4 GB you have to copy into a single location in the Linux machine. That is very difficult. Okay, and there is a shortcut and all, sometimes work, sometimes won't work. So why we did need a deck? Understand, guys? Simply I copied all the packages into one location. All packages means what are the packages required, I put there. Next, using yum repository create a command is will be there. So using that command, I create a database. Okay, simple database. It's a library type file, means where the packages are located, like a metadata file. It is like a metadata, means data related to the packages. Next, in my PC, I created a .repo file. Okay, it's a repository file. In that one, I'm telling where the packages are located. Where the packages are located. Now, when I try to install the applications, so when I put a yum repo list, again I'm typing the command yum repo list. First command is yum repo list. Okay, it contact this file and get the information. Okay, load the information of this database into my PC. Load this information into my PC, which is the database into my PC by yum repo list. Everything in same PC only here, so don't get worry about it. Just take it as a statements wise only. Next, when I put a clean all, so I'm doing clean all first, right? When I do, I always use a clean all first. But if you put a clean all, what happen? This database in my temporary, it will be cleaned. It will be cleaned. Okay. So if you clean all, then you have to do this one. Okay. Next, if I want to query yum info package name, yum install that package once you are confirmed. So when you are installing like this, because of you have all the packages ready, when you are trying to install it, automatically the dependencies will be solved. Of course, you can use rpm command also to install the applications. Guys, in a Linux is a open source type, lot of communities will come up and develop so many things. RPM is a Red Hat package manager. Yum is developed by someone, and not only RPM and Yum, there is a lot of package management things are there. Okay, one of the package management is make install, make install, make file. Also, there is a not only this, there is a lot of package management tools are there. Okay, so most frequently we are using Yum package management. Yum package management. So what is a package management Yum? The abbreviation is yellow dog, yellow dog update modifier. So what we can able to do with Yum, we can install the packages. We can install the packages. You can remove the packages, means uninstall the packages. Okay. You can install, remove means uninstall, update or upgrade the things also. We can upgrade. Okay, remove. Next, group install also we can do group install, group package install. Okay, for example, developer tools. It means all software like a C, C++, Java, Python, like that. Everything will be installed automatically in your PC. This is called a group install. Group install like this. This is the group install type. Okay, we can do group install, group remove, update the packages also we can do with the yum. So other commands like for getting information, info is also we are using. Guys, understand what is the use of yum and what is the dependency solving? RPM, yum,
Yes, sir.
and dependency, how the dependencies will be solved. Create a database. Okay, using there is a commands are there, yum commands are there for creating a database. Now why I'm removing all these things? Look at here, guys. This is a Linux PC server is there. I have a another Linux PC is there. For every PC in the network, you said, as I said, you have to copy all the packages, create a databases, create a repository file, and tell where is the packages are located, and yum commands. Very difficult, right? For every PC, can you able to do this one? Copying packages and all. Now also I'm not doing that one. I have to show you, but I'm not doing that one. Difficult, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what I'm doing is I link these packages. Okay. I link everything. Link this entire thing to a service. Maybe a HTTP service or FTP service or NFS service like that. I link to any network related services. Okay. And in this PC, for example, this is a Linux 2, Linux 3. In this PC, I'm creating a .repo file. Again, pack.repo. Okay, I creating pack.repo file. In this one, I'm telling in the Linux one, for example, through HTTP, you can access from LX1 packages are available. Okay, why it is a very light version? Okay, so what I said, I created a pack.repo and I told where the package is available and which service you can able to access. I told packages are available here, packages are available, access with the HTTP service. That's it. I didn't copy anything here. Understand? I didn't copy any packages here. Then what I will do once I done this one, I put a this command yum repo list. When I put this command, first of all, it pull it pull all the database in my location. This library will load into your file. Next one is your commands only. Normally yum install, yum info, common, yum info, yum install, like that. Yum update or like that. Whatever you want to do it, you can do it. Guys, understand? So no need to copy all packages in every PC. Take one server, put all the packages, create a database or library, okay, and connect the entire data to any server. Through any server you can share it, HTTP, FTP, NFS, CFS, which one you want to share it. And in other pieces, in a other pieces, create a .repo file. In that one, mention, okay, mention how to access this database, mention where the packages are located, then put a repo list, automatically it loads. Okay, guys, understand up to this one. I will tell why I use a CentOS. Guys, understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
very good. So this is my local or a remote server kind of stuff. Now I am in internet, right? I am in an internet. So look at here. I'm using CentOS. I'm using CentOS, Fedora project. Okay, certain organizations are there, including CentOS also. In the internet means they have a package servers are there. They have a packages. The remote server, CentOS, Fedora, like that, they are having their own package servers are there. They are always put the their common packages into their databases. This is my CentOS machine. By default, by default, in my CentOS, there is a repositories. These are all repository files along with my operating system located in this location. Located in this location. These are the things. Next, less sorry slash etc slash m dot repo CentOS base. First one, base dot repo. Okay, I'm showing how the file is there. So you can see this is all nonsense because it's a hashtag, but you can see base. Here it is. Base URL means where is the where is the your package is there. Where is the package? Next one is GPG check means when you are copying a data from remote machine or uploading a data to remote machine, you need a some key is required. So location of the key and make sure key must be checked first. Okay, updates. See, name of the repository like this. It's like a heading. It's a name of the repository. Location of the repositories means location of the packages, GPG key, and check it. Extras. Can you see this? Extras. Guys, if you see enable zero here, here it is not mentioned. Enable zeros for a CentOS plus. Enable zero for a CentOS plus. Yam clean all means any previously data is there that will be clean. Yam repo list. See base, extra, update. Three things are showing. Where is the fourth one? Base I showed, extra is showed, update is showed. Last one is CentOS plus. Not showing here. Not showing here. You know why? Because it's a enable zero means disabled. Disabled. That's why it is not showing. Understand? Next. What is this repo list? It pull the database. See, this is the database. Database. Okay. It load the database into our local PC. It is again base, update, extra. Last one is enable zero. That's why it is not working. Yes, understand why I'm using CentOS? Because I no need to copy all the packages into my local PC. I have an internet connection, very simple. When I want it, it connected to my remote server, CentOS server or Fedora server, and load the packages, and I can install into my local PC. So no problem. Okay. Next, guys, okay or not?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Next, M, we can already I told we can install, remove, update, info packages. Only one example. Then we'll go to the next. For example, already yum clean all means clean all the packages. Does not mean clean all the packages. Clean all means the loaded, the last loaded database will be cleaned automatically. Okay, and repo list. Again, it reload the repo list. Guys, tomorrow also class is there. Tomorrow is also there. Mainly morning. You need a two virtual machines for tomorrow practicals. Two virtual machines are required. Okay, yam repo list. Next, I want to install some packages. Which one is so better? Like a Python 3. I want to install. Okay, whether it is there or not. Whether it is there or not. Any package you can install, no problem. Okay, yam info Python 3. First of all, know whether it is available or already installed, and make sure that package name is correct or not. It's available means okay, name is correct. Important thing is available. Available means not installed, so we can install it. Yum install Python 3. If you have a doubt, then you can use a star also, because Python devil Python means developer devel means developer versions, different versions like that also you can use it, but I'm not using anything. Python install Python 3 I put it. If you give y means no need to wait for a press a y button. Okay, so directly you're giving yes, install this one. You're not waiting for that one, but I'm not giving anything because I want to show you output. Yum install Python 3. Okay, first it will resolve the dependencies. Okay, first it is try to resolve the dependencies required. So when I try to install a Python, it is try to resolve the additional packages, install the dependencies for installing this package. Okay, one package is four dependent packages, 9.3 MB. Original package is 70K. Okay, so like this. Yes, for a installing. No, for a not installing. You don't want to install. I want to install it. Yes. Okay, it is installing. It is installed. Now, yum info Python 3. Is it installed or not? Installed. Installed like that. For example, you want to update it. Yum update Python 3. Again, it's an update is not there. Update is not there. Yum Python update 2. Python 2. You want to update. Maybe try. Update is there. I'm pressing no, but how about a yum update Python 2? You can able to update it. See, update. Updating for dependencies also happening. How to update? Yum update package name. Yum update package name. So what I'm going to do is for you, yum by default in Linux, in my Linux, Python is there. Okay, Python 2. Yeah, Python 2 correct only. Okay. So look at the Python 2. It's a very big list is showing. Yum info, I typed yum info. like this. Available packages, installed package. I need installed packages. Okay, the versions, which version is there, which version is available, like that it is showing. For update Python 2 it is working. Okay, for example, install Python. So what happens? Okay, it is updating instead of installing. Okay, this version will be updated, this version will be updated. Understand guys how to update it?
Yes, sir.
So what I use, so like this. By all this thing, nothing will happen. Okay, so don't no need to worry. And I installed Python 3, right?
Yes, sir.
I installed a Python 3. So how to uninstall it? How to update it? Update command we tried, but how to uninstall it? For example, you want to run Python 3. So Python 3, enter. So this is Python 3. Guys, you know already, right? Some of you at least know how to work on Python 3. Okay, Python 3, Linux. Okay, now what I'm doing, I want to remove Python 3. I want to remove Python 3. Yum remove Python 3. Okay, it is showing the list. So one package is three dependence package, means something is missing, but still okay. Remove everything. Why? But it's showing erasing, verifying, removed. Earlier installing, verifying, like that. Now it is erasing, like that. So what command I use? Python yum remove Python 3. Now what I'm going to do is I will use the command again, Python 3 command. Nothing. Successfully removed from the slash bin. Guys, okay with yum? RPM? Both are package managers only. Again, one small thing, not small thing, is same thing only. Package management means how do you install, uninstall, upgrade, or query, info, kind of stuff using a some command. Okay, so that is one of the thing we use RPM. RPM is generally what we think we install packages dot RPM packages only. No, actually it is not that one. RPM extension means it represent a package, one package only. Okay, it is a some application in a package. The package name is dot RPM. Okay, it has a different things. Compulsory you have to look at architecture mentioning, which type of enterprise Linux it will work, which version of that package, and package name compulsory. You have to verify it. EL7, EL6, Enterprise 11, Enterprise 7, Enterprise 6. Like you are using Red Hat 6 or say Enterprise 6 or say like that Oracle 6, it is there. Okay. So RPM is command, as a command of RPM to install the packages. RPM is a command to install the packages. I for a install, V verbose, H for a print a hash marks, something is there now, you can go for it. If you want to remove, you can remove by using the option called -e or -x. Upgrade, update, query, knowing about a package thing. Okay. Using RPM, you can install the packages like yum also. Guys, remember, using RPM, you can install the packages like a yum also. So that is the one thing which you remember that one. Okay. Next, okay, when you are installing a packages, the package does not have any dependencies, then no problem. If package has a dependencies, you must install the packages before installing package or along with the package. Next, package must be downloaded. If you want to install the package like this, package must be download. You want to install a package like this, compulsory download. Like I install a Python 3, but I didn't download a Python 3. Okay, Python 3. Okay, so this is like not only RPM and yum, there's other type of package managements also there in a Linux. Example, make install is a one of the thing. Okay, next, yum is a yellow dog update manager. It is developed by some different people, like it's a kind of stuff. Yum is also most frequently used command in a package management. We can install, we can remove, update info about the yum and maybe other few things. And also yum, using yum we can group install the packages also. I will show you once that yum group install, group uninstall, like a group remove kind of stuff is there. Developer tools. I'm not doing anything, just I'm putting a command, guys. Look at here. No package of group info. Why it is? Okay, developer or development. MENT. Yeah, see, this is correct. Okay, you can see group info given a command here. If you see group install, then it is showing error. Group info development tools. It's a group installation type. Okay, see, look at this one. And when I put a group info and group install also possible. Development tool. See, it is C, C++, Java related, and the supporting applications related. Okay, what is this? Anybody knows? Okay, like this. Okay, subversion. Okay, I highlighted something, right? So what is that? Django. Django. Okay, like that we can install group info, group install, group uninstall. Like we can install the group of the files. So developer, not developer, it is development. Okay, like this we can able to group kind of stuff also we can able to manage it. And practically also we are trying to do it. Next, repositories. So how to solve these dependencies and what is this repository kind of stuff? Very simple. Store the package data in a single location and tell where the data is located. Okay, store the packages in a location and share the package information through a service like a HTTP, FTP, NFS services. And in your PC, tell where the package is located. Tell where the package is located in the dar.rpo file. Okay, means something like a base.rpo, update.rpo. In this file, inform where the what is the location of packages. Either it is internet or maybe intranet, it may be in a same PC. So only thing is you have to inform where it is located. Okay, whenever you put a yum clean all, it remove the pre-queried database files. Yum repo list, it means it will verify your repo list and download the libraries of your package information. Okay, package related information, libraries related one. Next, info to query. What is the package is there? Same name, different name. Package available, package not available, package is already installed. Like that, we will go. Next, install the packages. Install the packages. Next, how to update a package? Use update like this. Update the packages. Remove the packages. So this is the complete package management. Last command, I want to tell one command. Yum. No. Update. Hyphen y means complete system update. Okay. So after update, you must reboot, right? Reboot. But if you put this command, it will take a lot of time to get update. Okay, because entire system, entire packages, including kernels, it will update. So a lot of time it will take. So I have to update and reboot, or update and power off. Update and reboot, update and power off. That one I want. Just for fun, learn like this. It means update and reboot. How to power off? Update and power off. For example, I want to update and power off for a today. I'm completed, for example. So then, so what is this? Update. Sorry. And once it is completed, do this one. And okay, script. A lot of things are there. You still people are not. Everybody is in a tension of interview questions. Uh, that's why you're unable to concentrate. Okay. Yeah, that's about your package management. But actually, the original theme I didn't told. Okay, I will do only HTTP for today. Then we'll leave. Just I